Now, we know a little bit about, just things that you enjoy.
Yeah.
But within that and within your life, could you like kind of explain some of the most challenging moments for you in sport, and how have you navigated them?
Yeah. I mean, I have been very lucky in my career. I've never really had any major injuries. I've been very fortunate enough that my recruitment process, I went to the same college. I didn't have to transfer. I didn't have anything like that. I have had disappointments. I've not made the final 12 for certain big tournaments. I broke my hand right before I was going to go to Australia, but I recognize that my career I've been very lucky. I would say for me, I guess, there's been a few coaches that I might not have meshed with their coaching style as well. And I think that kind of influenced my mental health. And I think for me, the biggest challenge sporting wise was my own self-belief, my own self-confidence.
Okay.
And I think that's only really improved with time. Right. And I think sometimes whether it's the truth or not, I've driven a narrative in my head, and I didn't always, especially when I was younger, I didn't know how to navigate those conversations with coaches to know, do they actually not like what I'm doing, or have I made this scenario up? So for me, I've always tried to have good communication with coaches. I've always tried to speak with them if anything has gone on. And if coaches are still not kind of responding to being willing, and they're still maybe not treating you the way you would like, I think then I've kind of just had to resign myself to the fact that whose opinion matters. And I'm not saying that I don't respect coaches or anything, but I'm saying, at the end of the day, I know who I am as a person. Right. I care about, what my parents think, what my partner thinks. There's coaches that I'll trust to get their opinion on, but I think in my career, a lot of the time I've doubted myself. I've doubted if I belong in that space, if I'm good enough. And if I could go back to anything, that's definitely something I'd be like, you were crushing it. You were doing a great job. Don't assume the worst. Try and communicate better with teammates and coaches. But I've been very fortunate. I've not had too many setbacks.
Okay. But and during that process, like when you felt like your confidence was shifty a bit.
Yeah.
What did you do to navigate everything? How did you?
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to be willing to put yourself out there, which is tough, because obviously when you're kind of in that headspace already, you kind of start spiraling. Right. I think speaking to your teammates is always a good thing. Speaking to a trusted coach that you might have had in the past. Like for me, when I went to the US, the NCAA setup is super intense, especially compared to the UK, even just like...
Definitely.
Yeah.
You come out here, it's just way laissez-faire, whatever you want to say, is way different, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you're far away from home. You don't have your immediate support network. So I think reaching out for help, like you're not alone. You've got, whether it's a professionally trained resource at your college, or whether it's a parent, whether it's a friend, kind of speaking to other people. I do think I have read a few self-help books, especially like I think The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. I've read that one. A few basketball ones that I've read. Those did help me, but I think, speaking to people and then realizing that what is the most important thing to you, not letting loads of people's opinions affect you.